Next up, we have Ruggia. Just a second. What is your name?
Ruggia.
Ruggia. So he wants me to say nothing about it. Go.
Hey guys. It's an honor to be performing here inside David Bowie's skull. That's good. Guys, I was single all winter. Any of you single all winter?
Yes.
Looks like a lot of you are coupled up. That's the loneliest a human being can be. Being single in New York City for a whole winter. It's like that deep existential loneliness that all you can do is just look out your window at the frozen hobos and ask why. Why am I so alone? And then you're like, oh yeah, I should have been more outgoing in September. That's how this city works. But I'm excited. We're like entering the dating season, and this year I'm actually like trying to get ready. Been working out with a personal trainer. Know you all can tell. And I did something the other day that I hadn't done in a while. I worked with my personal trainer, and then I had sex. And that's when I realized that I'm not physically capable of doing both of those things. Like, I was on top. I got 3 pumps in, and my legs started shaking like an old dog taking a shit. It was bad. So I told her I was a virgin, because that sounds better than I can't hold my own weight up anymore. She had fake breasts. I don't know how you feel about that. But personally, I hate them. Because why? Why are they so hard? Like, who designed it? You see it, it looks like a perfect breast, and then you go to touch it, and it's like grabbing the back of a crab. It feels like they should be used in, like, building support and insulation. Like, I don't know what the World Trade Center was made of. But if it was made of fake tits, I'm pretty sure it would still be standing. Yes! The headline the next day would have just said, terrorists break planes. And we'd all still have basic human rights. That's the point I was trying to get to at the end. I'm terrified of clowns. I'm still getting used to this, man. I'm not sure if I'm dead or not. That's kind of where I'm at. What else have I been doing, guys? I have a dog. Have any of you ever seen one of those before? Yeah, I have one, and I live with him. And he's neutered. And that means, I live in a one-room apartment, that means that sometimes my neutered dog has to watch me have sex. And is there a worse thing you can do to another living thing than that? Cut their balls off and then have sex with someone in front of them? The only way that could possibly be worse is if I was having sex with the dog that he was in love with. Like while he was being neutered. That's the only way that could be worse. So I live with that dog, and in the winter my apartment fills with mice. Any of you guys deal with that? It's New York City, you're all fucking liars. Statistically. Yeah, I learned a very valuable lesson this last winter. I learned that if you put the bait on the wrong side of a mouse trap, it turns into a mouse catapult. Doesn't kill the mice, but it does teach them a fucking lesson. It's not all bad though, guys. I drive a Subaru Outback. Which is a car, yeah, for lesbians. And, this is not a 2-person show. That's kind of a fucked up thing to say, right? But I spend like between 2 and 4 minutes every day stopped at red lights in Edgewater, New Jersey, getting checked out by short-haired women who were like trying to figure out if I was born a man or became one, you know? This is a game I play with lesbians in Edgewater, New Jersey. And it's kind of the point where I honestly think Subaru's logo should just be 2 vaginas smashed together. It should be on the front of all their cars. Like, you should see that every time one comes up. And I never understood why lesbians liked Subarus so much until my Subaru got old. Now every time I step on the brakes or turn the wheel, my car vibrates furiously. Which, if you're a lesbian, that's a pretty great situation, right? It's like a sex toy that'll take you home when you're done. What more could you ask for? I don't know if you guys heard about this. We're going to change directions real quick. But they found a dead whale in the Hudson River the other day. You guys hear about that?
Yeah.
It's weird because I didn't realize that whales gambled on sports. I just want to hear the back end conversation on that mob hit. Like, hey Dante, where you been all day? Oh, you didn't hear. Johnny Blowhole sleeps with the fishes. Yeah. We're working here, guys.
Working out, man, working out.
Fuck the clowns back.
You fucking got this, man.
Okay.
You got this.
I spent a lot of my life avoiding eye contact with people. A lot of you guys probably do that too, right? I realized you develop a couple different techniques to avoid eye contact in the city. There's the first one, which I call the never forget, where you just pick a spot in the ground directly in front of you, and you look like you're thinking about Pearl Harbor for a while. That's a pretty good one. Another one that I do is, I call it mouse or cat with a laser pointer. It's where you just pick spots, and you stay there for 1 second, and you just don't look at anything directly. And the other day I was doing cat with a laser pointer outside my house smoking a cigarette, and I noticed that on the first floor window, directly across from me, there was a guy having sex with his girlfriend out the window. And I locked eyes with the dude. And he gave me the finger. Like I was the asshole in that situation. You know, from my perspective, if I keep my pants on, don't walk up to that window and start masturbating into it, I've held up my end of the social contract, right guys? Like, okay, I get that maybe I'm not the guy that you want watching you have sex, but that's not how windows work. It's not a selective medium. That's why Craigslist exists. So you can pick the people who watch you have sex. That's like 80% of their traffic. And if you do have sex out the window, of course it's going to be a fat guy watching you. Because we're lonely. And God has to punish us for our food choices. I'm bipolar, guys. That's the thing about me. You feel how uncomfortable that just got? It's alright, it's alright. Here's the thing though, there's one pretty bad part of being bipolar. When you're first diagnosed, they give you a ton of different medications, and you have no idea how they're gonna affect you. So like every day they give you a new pill. One day you get a red one, you get all like 60s and mellow and laid back. Next day they give you a blue one, and it turns into the fucking 80s and you're firing people and it's crazy. And the worst experience I had was with a drug called lorazepam. Any of you know what that is?
Yeah.
Don't hang out with her. Don't do that. It's basically for when you're feeling nervous and strangers are staring at you, kind of like the situation we're all in right now. It's like alcohol in pill form. You pop one and you feel instantly good. And I got nervous because I had a statistics test on a Friday. So Thursday night I got nervous and I popped one. 15 minutes in, I wasn't feeling shit. So I popped another one. And I started to feel kind of good when they both hit me, right guys? So I popped a third or fourth, because fuck it, there's nothing to learn from Heath Ledger. And, yeah, I know, he's dead. Here's the thing. They don't tell you this when they give you lorazepam, but when you take too much of it, you black out. And I don't mean like I was in beauty bar, had a couple drinks, went over to Otto's, don't remember how I got there, blackout. 3 fucking days of your life never happened. Did this on a Thursday, test is on a Friday. Woke up on a Monday, thinking it was Friday. Walked on down to my test. Teacher starts doing a lesson plan. I raise my hand. I say, when are you going to hand out the test? She says that was Friday. It's Monday. And I started admitting to shit that you should not admit to in math class. I was like, I'm bipolar and I've been having a really hard time and I don't know what happened, but I seem to have missed the test. Is there any way I could possibly retake it? She was like, no. You were here. Oh. Yeah, you finished the test in 20 minutes. And then you stood up and told the entire class that you were on drugs. Shit. She hands back the test, you guys. And I shit you not, 127%. So let me retrace that blackout for you. Thursday night, I blacked out on pills. I did. And then I fucking learned statistics. By far the most productive blackout of my life. And when I woke up, I didn't know statistics anymore. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave you on this. Some of you have probably had sex a couple times in your lives. Well, that's probably that guy. That guy definitely. There's something some of you seem to be doing that I think is pretty funny. A lot of you seem to be coming on breasts. And I think that's hilarious, because it's the most ironic thing that you can do sexually. Because how weird is it that so many of our potential babies die on the nipples that'll suckle the ones that make it? Like, do you think babies feel an extra sense of satisfaction knowing that they're nurturing themselves on the killing fields where their brothers died? You guys are awesome, and I've been Nick Ruggia. Thank you very much.